forgot I need to pull off one piece of siding. Wow, there goes my dad's sidewalk. Giving them a little trouble. There it goes. Isn't that crazy? Just came up all as one piece. There's something under there. So I don't know who's on here, but this is a house my parents owned that I inherited, and unfortunately, the month my dad passed away, the house had a whole bunch of problems, and ever since then, it's just been worse. It's been empty for almost 2 years, and it's just cost me lots of money, and in order for me to recover what it would cost to fix it would be 10 or 15 years of money or potential rent income back. So it's just not feasible for me. I don't have any income at the moment, and so I'm having to pay to get it torn down. And I did live in this house right here next door for a long time. That is the rent house that I'll have left for my inheritance. So I'm gonna leave this lot empty once it's torn down and just wait, because as you can see, it's all commercial across the street, or city down there. Fire department, or not fire department, police station's like 3 houses down. So hopefully, eventually, the lot will be worth something in addition to this house and lot. So we'll see. And They told me they're going to have the dump truck here in a little bit. I'm supposed to pull off one piece of siding of this house, of the yellow siding, for someone said that they wanted to do something with the piece of siding for me as a way to remember. So I got to get that at some point, but they're having trouble with that concrete up front a little bit, but I bet they get it. And I don't know where my chat's at. It says there's supposed to be a chat on here, but I don't know where it's at. So if you're trying to talk to me, I apologize. It's not popping up for some reason. I don't know. Not really sure. Ooh, I'd love to keep one of those. Hey guys, I forgot. I was supposed to pull a piece of siding off. When you all get a decent piece of the yellow siding, will you just set it aside for me? I'm gonna save one piece. I have a friend that's wants to do something with it for me, I guess. I don't know. Stay back out of the way. Looks like they probably got rain here last night too. I don't know. I got rain out where I live. Oh, yeah, no one's watching, and I understand. Well, I didn't really give much warning, and it's not letting me. Let's see here. No. I'm trying to figure out why it's not letting me add to the chat for some. It's being torn down. It was a house I inherited it from my parents, but it failed. Like the whole foundation and roof failed the month my dad passed away, and I still inherited it, so it's cost me lots of money. But I'm just having it torn down because I can't afford to fix it, and the lot's going to sit here empty for the time being. I won't ever be able to build a house here. They want some $200,000 or $300,000 house put on this lot. The city does, and I won't ever have that kind of money. So I own the house right next door to it. I lived in it for 10 years previously, or almost 11 years. And hopefully at one point, maybe the properties together will be worth enough to make up for what I was supposed to get for my inheritance and retirement. This was supposed to be my retirement income, was to have this income from these rental houses. Yes, it is going to save money on taxes. Oh, well, thank you. It is probably different. I don't know if people show demolitions very often, but it's just a residential house in Texas. So I'm trying to get where I can chat, but it's not letting me for some reason. It won't let me actually type in the chat, so I'm just going to respond to y'all as you say stuff. That was the dump truck. They're going to come back with it, I think. Yeah, I talked to the county about the taxes because I had to dispute them for last year and go through arbitration for last year because they just weren't getting it that no one had lived in the house for almost, well, at that point, a year and a half. I just settled with them like a month ago, so hopefully I get a refund on some of the taxes for last year because I was paying full taxes on a house that no one had lived in since September of 2022. So hopefully, since I've talked to them and they understand the house is being torn down and all of that, that it's just going to be a lot. So we'll see. I'm trying to stay back so y'all can have a decent view, but I'm sorry, my hands are shaking some. I haven't eaten yet this morning, y'all. I appreciate y'all joining in. This is not my normal thing on my channel. Normally it's about my farm, which is about 45 minutes from here. This is close to where I normally work. Actually right down the road from where I normally work. But normally my channel's about my animals and my farm and my farmhouse, and I have emus and geese and a couple cattle and a donkey, and I have a 1940s house that I've been renovating for over 3 years now on my farm. So, and farm projects constantly. So if you haven't ever watched my channel before and you consider subscribing, I would really appreciate it. Anything that comes in later on down the road to help with the farm, help support farm projects and farm animals would be amazing. So I think they're going to have to park on the road, or maybe he's going to back in. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if there's anything weird that comes out of the house. I did find in the wall the vent that goes for the kitchen and bathroom up through the attic is a giant cast iron pipe. And the reason I looked for that is in my 1940s house, it was a 3 or 4 inch copper pipe, and it went from under the house all the way up through the attic. So I was hoping there might be another one of those in this house that I could keep, because I'm going to do something with that one from my farmhouse at some point in time, but hadn't done it yet. So we'll see. I sure hope these guys don't mind me videoing them. I didn't even ask. That was really rude of me, but I guess it's my house, so hopefully they don't mind. I think they're trying to figure out how to do the dump truck, because there's not a lot of room between the houses here. As you can see, the driveway, part of the reason I did not want to sell that property is that the driveway for these two houses is a shared driveway, and then you have this little bitty short driveway right here, and that's it. So they want a 1,400 to 1,600 square foot house put on that lot if I build something back, with either a 2-car garage or a 2-car covered parking. And that doesn't fit, y'all. The house right there is an 800 square foot house. That's what's on there right now. So in order to do that, you would have to build a 2-story house, and I don't know, I don't even know how you would do a garage or covered parking, because you only can be so far from, like, you have to be 5 foot from each property line or 10 foot from each property line. I mean, it's like all these guidelines. It would be ridiculous, y'all. So that's why I don't get it. I literally just don't get it, but that's all right. It's all right. Hopefully they don't forget to get me a piece of siding, but I'll grab one if I have to. Thank you so much for saying subscribe, guys. I really do appreciate it. I have not worked for 1.5 years. And so I am not monetized on YouTube yet. I do not have enough subscribers, and I do not have enough watch hours, I guess. But I am barely monetized on Facebook. So if y'all are on Facebook, I am on Facebook. I am monetized on Facebook, but just barely, y'all. I think I've made $6, and I'm only getting it from stars. And I am on the performance bonus program, but I'm only making like $1 a month or something like that. So all that money goes towards projects for my farm animals. I'm not using any of it for myself, y'all. My animals are my life. I am 51 years old. I'm a woman running my farm all by myself. I do not have family that helps me. I do not have anyone. I have no kids. I have no spouse. So my animals are my life. They are in my will. They are everything. So I'm trying to get the infrastructure of my farm together so that they can live their best lives. And I'm trying very hard at that. So that's just a little bit about me. I'm hoping to be able to go back to work soon. I'm off on unpaid medical leave. I've been off work for a year and a half. And the last 2 years since my dad passed have been the worst 2 years of my entire life. Everything went to crap. But I'm hoping getting this off my to-do list and the stress off of me will be a huge relief. I know I'm going to be crushed for a while. I'll probably cry at some point today. But yeah, my dad had a plan for me. He planned for these rent houses to provide me with income to pay off my farm mortgage fast enough that I could leave the job that has made me horribly sick. And I don't know why. What is this guy doing? But oh wow, look at that. Isn't that crazy, y'all? But it's not working out. I'm only ending up with one rent house that's not in very good shape, and it needs serious work as well. It's the same age as this one that's being torn down, but it has been taken better care of. I lived in it for a long time. I lived there till 2006, from 96 to 2006. But this was my parents' retirement. They had 3 rent houses and Social Security, and that income is what provided them their retirement years. That was enough for them to be able to, you know, live out their lives the way they wanted to and enjoy the rest of their lives. So I'll have to go grab one of those pieces here in a minute. There's the old shiplap on there, or the nickel gap, whichever it is. I don't know how long this will take. Like I said, it's an 800 square foot house. There is a deck that they're going to be removing in the back that's just, it's not anything significant. It's a small little wooden deck. But I personally have never watched a house be torn down before, so this is something new for me too, y'all. Look at all that old siding in there. This did have original hardwood floors in it, and I had to tear those out in order to even get quotes on the foundation because they couldn't even see under the house. And that kind of broke my heart, but there was no saving that. So I want to see if I can get one of these pieces of siding. That way I don't have to worry about it. I just have one. I might get that piece that's on the ground right there. This is so weird. Thanks y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna see if I can grab one piece of siding. Hey, can I just have that one piece right there? That one piece of siding? I have a friend that said she wanted a piece of the siding so she could make something for me. I don't know. So I don't know. That one's a little better, isn't it? Thank you so much. I don't know what she's wanting to do with this piece of siding, but she's told me to get a piece of siding. Of the yellow siding, because I said that was one of the reasons my parents bought that house, was my mom's favorite colors were yellow and blue, and it had yellow siding on it. It's very faded yellow siding, but it's yellow. Let me back up a little bit so you have a better view. So this was my retirement income, or supposed to be, and it's really hard to watch it be torn down. And I just came to the conclusion that I'll still have the land. I still have that, and so hopefully, even if it's 15 years from now, hopefully the return will still be something. Well, it'll be something no matter what, but selling it was not a good option because it was going to affect this house next door very negatively. So I didn't want to do that. And I don't think it's right to come in the middle of what? There's 1, 2, 3, that was 4, 5, 6 houses that are from the 1950s right here in a row, and put a brand new house in the middle of that. I don't agree with that. I know people do it, but I don't agree, and I'm not going to do that to the neighbors. So, and I'm one of the neighbors, so I don't live here, but I own this other house right next door. So, and the income from it is not covering the costs that I've had the last 2 years for taxes and trying to take care of this house. And I had to put a new roof on this house that I have here too, and that was a lot of money. It was like $8,000. So rent income's not, I mean, that takes like 8 months to cover that, $8,000 even. So does anyone have a question for me? I know that people are coming and going. You're welcome to say anything in the chat and I'll try to answer. I said a little bit ago, this is not my normal stuff that I would put on my channel, but it is part of my life, so I decided to go ahead and post it on here. I usually post about my little farm out in the country in Poolville, Texas. Yeah, it sucks watching this. But I had 2 years to come to this decision. It was very hard. I kept trying to figure out how I could fix this house, y'all. But the whole foundation had to be fixed, and that was going to be almost $15,000 for an 800 square foot house. And then the attic was really bad because the roof had not been replaced for so many years. I went up in the attic and I took a screwdriver and I stabbed the wood up there, and you could see the water lines in the wood. And there was water damage inside the house where the roof had been leaking, and I didn't know. The renter didn't tell us. The eaves were falling apart. There was mold on one wall. But I took a screwdriver up in the attic and started stabbing stuff, and it was not good, y'all. Like half of the attic and then that would have had to have been rebuilt. I'd already had 2 broken rafters in the attic, and I believe back here in this back part right back here, I think there's some more that are broken back there since then. It just wasn't feasible, y'all. If it had just been the foundation, I would have had it fixed. But it was foundation and attic, and that's just too much. That's a lot, y'all. So it's more than I could afford. I just couldn't do it. My savings is all gone, so I'm living on fumes at this point. I wish I had somewhere I could sit down, but I don't. It's okay, guys. Well, at this rate, it shouldn't take them too horribly long to tear this down. I think they'll have to take the dump truck and dump it, but they have a yard where I know they dump stuff that's only like 5 minutes from here. So I'm thinking they'll probably take the dump truck and dump it there and then they'll haul that all off from there later. Because I've seen them do that before, and they've let me take things there before and dump too. So, and they've hauled stuff off for me before too, trees and all kinds of stuff. So I might have to have something done with this driveway. I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. If you'll excuse me for just a second here, I'm going to get my drink out of my truck. Got someone up in the top there. I'm gonna have to take this mailbox down too at some point, because there's not gonna be a house here anymore. I'm sure the city won't like that. Ooh, that makes me nervous how close he is to that car, but I don't know what else to do. I did remove the HVAC unit, the inside and outside unit, and took that home because it's actually newer than the one that's in my house. And what else did I do? I pulled the copper lines for the HVAC out and took that home because I have some copper scrap from when I did my house renovation. And I grabbed a couple of the doors inside that were solid doors, not hollow. I took the vanity from the bathroom. My house does not have kitchen cabinets in it, so there was one cabinet in this house that was a lot newer. So I went ahead and grabbed that cabinet last year and put it in my kitchen in my house. So I have that one cabinet in my kitchen, which has saved me because it's really hard to have a house with no kitchen cabinets. It's really, really hard. So. And I'm trying to think what else I saved from in there. I took out the garbage disposal because my house right here said that this house next door that is mine, they said their garbage disposal was not working. So they took that out. I see it still sitting on their front porch. I also saved there was a mini dishwasher in there. I saved that. I took the refrigerator out quite some time ago and I gave it to my neighbor. The stove I have. I'm trying to think what else I took out of there. I went in and took any metal I could find, like all the doorknobs, because I have a huge pile of metal scrap at my house that I need to haul off anyway. So anything that I thought might bring me a few pennies here or there that wasn't going to be too much trouble, I tried to save. But you know, it's hard. Yeah. As this is being torn down, y'all, I could smell the rot up in that attic. Just when he did that, you could smell like I mean, it doesn't look that horrible at this point, but like you could smell I don't want to say mold because I don't think it's mold, but you can just smell that old mildewy smell. So, you know what? If I made the wrong decision, I made the wrong decision. It was the best one I could make at the time, so I appreciate y'all watching and listening to me ramble. I'll be quiet for a little bit and just let y'all watch. Wow. this company that's doing this, they've always done really good work and cleaned up really well. I'm curious to see what the lot will look like when they're done. But hopefully it'll be all right. I see they put the concrete aside. I'm sure they'll probably haul that off last. They'll probably put that in their dump truck and take it right to the dump, I bet. So that's probably why they save it for last. That would be my guess anyway. There is a little bit of concrete in what would be like the laundry room slash, it's like where the water heater was. There's a tiny slab in that area, but otherwise that should be the rest of the concrete, I think. Unless there's some outside underneath the back porch or deck. It's amazing how strong these little skid steers are. I mean, I know they can tear down a house. I know that totally, but it's just amazing. I think they're trying to, you see, and he's got a handful of something, I don't know what. It looks like wiring. That's a long way to throw up into that dump truck. Long ways up. So I am in Texas, in the DFW area is where I'm at. And I don't live in this right here. I live 45 minutes away, out in the country. But I used to live here, so. I used to live in this house right here, that one. My parents had bought this yellow house when I was in college. And I was in college in Kansas and was going to move back. I was married at the time. And so they bought the house here next door for me to live in. And I rented it from them for over 10 years. And if you do pop in and out, you might come back later. I'll try to, I don't know that I'll do live the whole time, but I will try to make sure that I post what the lot looks at the very end, like when they get done. But I am going to try to video as long as I can. My arm's getting tired a little bit. There, I found a spot on my truck to rest my arm. It hasn't been as dusty as I thought it would be so far, but I'm glad that they're covering their faces, because you never know in old houses what there might be. I don't think there was any asbestos. I think that had all been gone. If there ever was any in it, I think it was gone years and years ago. That's my guess, because I'd been up in the attic and seen inside the walls and stuff some, so. It amazes me how well they can move with the cars right there. We did move one car, but I couldn't get everything moved, so. It's amazing how good they are. wish I could sit on this right here, but it's wet. It's very wet. I should have brought myself a lawn chair, I guess, y'all. Didn't even think about it. I don't know. People just keep walking up. I don't know who they are. Lots of traffic on this road. It is one of the main streets into this town. One of the bigger ones. Fort Worth is right down there on the other side of that bridge down there. And this is another city. It's a little suburb. The bucket with the grapple works good. Grapples are always awesome. Without the grapple, it's so much harder. Unless you're just moving dirt. It's great to have a grapple. And I apologize, guys. I do have shaky hands. So I apologize for that. Doing my best here. I've been holding this phone for 40 minutes now, so. How he has to pivot in order to avoid the car carrying anything over the top of the car. You can tell he's done this before. And then they have to wait for the traffic. He's calling for one of the other guys. I wish that they had someone out here to help with the traffic, but they're doing good. It's been fine so far. I mean, they're in the road, so traffic is having to go around them, but it's working out okay. They're doing good. They're picking up stuff as they go. I like that. Clean as you go. That's what they tell us at work. Clean as you go. They've got that down. I think that guy's saving the wiring. Yeah, he's putting it in a different place. I don't blame him. If I'd had the desire or the will, I would have saved all that wire too. Let me come over here where you can all see a little better, y'all. My work is right down the road where I normally work. I haven't been there for a year and a half, but it's possible someone might drive by that knows me, because there are people that know I own this house right here. Hopefully not. I don't really want to talk to any of them, but you never know. I don't know if you can see it, but up in the roof, you can see where there's water damage in a bunch of places. You can see where they tried to fix a broke rafter. I can't zoom in, I don't think, but you all might be able to. I can't believe that they haven't had to go dump the dump truck yet. There's a guy up in there making sure it's all smushed down in there good. That would be the dangerous job, I'd think, with nails and screws and stuff sticking out of everything, and glass. They're going to try to leave that, I guess it's a peach tree right there in front. My last renter that was in the house planted that there, and it was too close to the house, but they're going to try to leave that there if they don't have to mess with it too much, but they may end up getting it. You never know. Yeah, the dust is not nearly as bad as I thought, y'all. I thought it would be way, way, way more dusty, so they're keeping the dust down pretty good. I know it's worse where they're at, but I expected there to be a lot more. And I have, they did have to get a permit from the city in order to do this, and I've seen the city drive by several times, and the police drive by several times, because they're right down the block. They're three houses down. They're on the next block over. Yeah, he's collecting the wire. He's the wire collector. There's probably lots of cinder blocks. There was a whole bunch of cinder blocks I could see that had been put under the house at some point in time, trying to shore stuff up, which was not good. That's not how you fix a foundation, y'all. My dad did hire a company to do some foundation work back a few years back. And I don't know if they told him all those cinder blocks were there, but if they had spoken up at the time, I mean, they may have, and my dad may have chosen not to. Oh, thank you so much. You'll be my supporter. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I am on Facebook under the same name, Morning Glory Ranch, Texas. I don't know if they talked to my dad about all the cinder blocks under the house or if my dad put those there. I have no idea. My dad bought this house in either 95 or 96, one of the two. And so I don't know. I know a lot more about this other house next door because I lived in it for so long. But yeah. So my dad was sick the last few years of his life. He passed away at 85 from cancer. My mom passed away a few years before, and our focus was trying to keep him alive, not the rent houses. So things happen, y'all. That's just the way life is. He wasn't ready to go, and he wanted to stay alive. He wanted to live to be 99, and so we did what we could to get him there. He made it to 85, so, and he's dearly missed by many, many people. Here comes the second dump truck. I better move, because I'm probably in the way. I'm assuming that's them, because it looks the dump truck looks the same. So they're gonna switch them out. That's awesome. Isn't it crazy how they can just jar the whole house? Y'all, I'm doing good. I haven't cried yet. I may cry when it's all over. I'm a little teary-eyed right now, but I think the thing that bothers me the most is that I feel like I failed. I wasn't able to follow through on what my dad had planned for me and what we had planned. So that kind of breaks my heart, but I know he would be okay, and my mom would be okay with what I've chosen to do. You make the best out of what you can, what you got. Hi. Okay, so let me, they're asking me a question. I'm going to put the phone down for just a second because I don't want to point it right at them, y'all. What did you want to know? That wire? That one can just be cut. I talked to the electrical people. It's not power or anything like that. It's like phone or something phone related or internet related. Do I want the... I'll take it if you all don't want it. Armando, he told me you want it. No, right. The pipe. The pipe? Yeah. If you're able to get it separate, if not, go ahead and take it. I have somewhere I might be able to use it later, but it's not a big deal. I can buy it. But you're able to cut that wire, and he said y'all would just roll it up out there. I think it's like internet or something. But the electric company Encore did tell me there's no power in it. Yeah. So y'all don't have to worry about that at least.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So there was one line left connected to the house, and I didn't want them to think that it had power in it, because it doesn't. Look there, you can see in the kitchen. See how bad the kitchen was, y'all? It's just rotten. Those cabinets are rotten. Everything in this house just was not in very good shape, unfortunately. Everything was brittle or rotten, or like you can see up in this attic, the roof does not look good. The wood for the roof. And see the eaves here are all rotten. You can smell the mildew. That mildewy smell. It's just not good. But that's just the way it is. Like that piece right there, all that wood right there, it looks kind of yucky underneath the shingles. It's amazing. I think I lost most of my people, but that's all right, y'all. I'm mostly just doing this so I have a record, but I appreciate y'all watching. It does mean a lot. I don't feel quite so alone that way. People across the street at the business. I'm looking over here. I'm hoping this might entice some investors. Probably not the right kind though, because I need a lot of money to come out of this for it to be worth it. Awesome. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I have a barn that I might use that on, so I might have to have a different meter put on it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Awesome. I got my souvenirs, y'all. Got the weatherhead with the boxes attached, and a piece of the siding, the yellow siding. So. I think they're having to take part of my gate down so that it doesn't get ruined. I'll have to have that put back up. Oh wow, look at that. Let's get in the back part. Get in the back part now. Y'all, it'll probably be on the ground here pretty soon. That part that he's on right now was not an original part of the house. They added that later on. These were built because there's a military base. Well, there used to be a military base entrance right down the road, but there is still a military base. But you can't get to it from this side. But so anyway, these were built in the 50s. Because there's a aeronautics attached to, well, it's on federal land right down the road. So they built these here, I'm sure, because of all the employees and workers that came to the area for working at that plant. It's still open today in a different name, obviously. They changed names and ownership, but yeah, it's pretty cool. He's going for it now. Everyone left, and this is going to be the best part, probably. That did make some dust. A little bit of dust. I see I've got a few more people. People are coming and going from my feed. If you haven't ever been to my channel before, this is not what I normally post, but this is just part of my life. I normally post about my farm in Poolville, Texas, and my farm animals and projects and my house renovations and things like that. So So I'd say about half of the house is gone now. About half of it left. And we started maybe 8:30ish, maybe a little before that. That's pretty quick. And they still have only used that dump truck so far. They're gonna find a giant pipe in the house on the other side. It's cast iron in the bathroom and kitchen wall. It goes from the under the house or right at the floor up through the attic. It's a great big cast iron pipe. So according to the time on my video, they've been going for 64 minutes. So a little bit over an hour. So they started just right after 8 o'clock Central Time. Eventually I'll run out of battery here, y'all. I'm at 50%, but here's a second dump truck. All right. Awesome. Back up out of the way a little. Those are big old trucks too. I wonder how much those hold. Quite a bit. They're long. Perfect for this sort of stuff. They're loading that thing up as full as they can. Got to keep them from driving in this yard because she works really hard on this grass. know if you saw that, but when he was tapping on the right side, the left front was moving. Not a whole lot. It's crazy. My screen has gotten really dark, y'all, so I can't see the screen very good on my phone. What? For sale? I don't think so. No. I think they have two of them, and I think they're gonna. I think they have two of them. I don't know anymore. I think they drive that one now. I don't know. You're welcome. Bunch of wiring in the attic there. On this house, the wiring for the lights went up through the attic, and then the wiring for all the outlets went through underneath the floor. I can't believe how much they can get in one of those trucks. It's nuts. It's like half of the house.
Always coffee time, huh?
What?
Always coffee time.
Yes, yes.
This is America, so other countries say no.
No.
USA always drink coffee
Yes.
and coca. You know, caffeine.
That's true.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true. Very true.
USA always coffee and coca.
Uh-huh. Yep.
It's the best drink you can have.
Yep.
For me too.
Okay, y'all bear with me for just a minute. I'm going to have to set the phone down for just a second here. Okay. And they're still putting more in that truck. I can't believe it. So let's see, they've been, what's that say, 86 minutes is how long this video has been going. That's how long they've been tearing down the house. I started it right when they did the first grab at the house, or jab, or whatever you want to call it.
No lo pago porque tengo la de emergencia. Por eso no lo pago. ¿Se descarga la batería o sí?
So they're basically have about half the house torn down. It's an 800 square foot house. So they're cutting some of the wires from the attic. Trying to get it out of that wood is what they're doing. And they're saving the wiring, I think, too, for keeping it separate if they can. Because it has more value, obviously. They've got some here laying on the ground. I've scrapped a bunch of electrical wiring. It can add up. Definitely. Oh, they're getting ready to take this truck off. They're putting the cover over the top of it so that nothing blows out. That's good because they got that sucker pretty full. And then I'm assuming they'll move this one up and start filling it. Pretty neat. They sure did get a lot of stuff in there. It's hot in the sun, y'all. I got shade right here for right now. Looks like my battery's down to 30-something%, so I probably will not be able to film this whole thing. I'll have to stop at some point. Charge my phone. But I will go as long as I can. Hopefully I can get to the part where at least it's all on the ground. And there goes the first dump truck. Dump it in there. They'll move this one up, I'm sure. As you can see, there's an airplane across the street. It's an F-16, I believe, because of the base and the so forth next door. Okay, he's gonna back this one in to make it easier and to block my view, I'm sure. Maybe they don't like me videoing, I don't know. I would think that would make it harder to load, but maybe not. I think he was better on the street. Okay, I guess that's how they're gonna do it. Alrighty, well maybe I'll have to go to the other side then. I don't know. I'll still have a view. It just won't be as good. I could go in the backyard, I guess. I could do that. Maybe I'll do that. Sneak into the backyard, y'all. There's shade back here too. That's good. That's what's left in the back. See if I can find a shady spot. Maybe right here. How's that, y'all? Is that a good view? I'm in the shade. You can see pretty good. I wish I had something to sit on though. For some reason my back is hurting today. They're doing pretty good trying to make sure they get everything. That's awesome. You can see the old nickel gap there. It never even was painted. Or shiplap or whatever it is. There goes the deck. Okay, I'm gonna cheat, y'all. I'm gonna open the doors to this shed and I'm gonna sit down in the shed. My back is really hurting for some reason, so I apologize. But this is where I'm gonna sit. I think it's a pretty good view. Ooh, that's a load. You're grabbing some metal right now. have been separating out some of the drywall, and I don't know exactly why, but that's what they've been doing a little bit of. So the vent, not the bottom one, but the top one is the one where the cast iron pipe is. So not this vent down here, but the next one up, it's in the wall right behind the kitchen cabinets. It is a great big cast iron pipe. I mean, it's just barely fits inside the wall, so it's a great big one. And I think it goes from clear up to clear down. So it's probably pretty heavy, just so y'all watch out for it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I got disconnected for a second because of an alarm on my phone. But we're reconnected now. I have 23% of my battery left, so I think we can get through them, at least getting this on the ground. And then what I'll probably do is come back after I charge my phone a little bit, and then show you the lot once they've gone. Clean as you go, clean as you go. This is costing a little bit of money. That'll probably be a sad part when I have to write the check out, but that's all right. Just the way things work out sometimes. Getting the low battery, y'all. Right now they're trying to get the water heater out. My battery's getting low, down to 15%, y'all. That's funny, the ductwork is stuck on his thing and is unraveling. The metal from inside the ductwork for the HVAC. Not right now. Yeah. A bunch of water damage right there on that sheetrock that's hanging down in the middle of that. Right in there. Whole bunch of water damage. Well, they haven't found any money in the moles to pay for all of this yet, so I guess that's coming out of my pocket. Keep getting the low batteries thing on my phone. Okay, so I'm getting really low on my battery. I'm gonna see if it's possible. Well, I'm gonna change spots first of all. I'm also gonna see if I can get over to my truck real quick and get a little bit of charge on my phone. Sneak through here. All right. have to sit in my truck and watch the end of this. I don't know. Bear with me for a second. My cord and my charger for my phone is not very long, y'all. Let's see, did that even do anything? Yes, it is charging at least. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna roll the window down. And we're going to bring that in. We'll do this. Sorry, guys. Batteries only last so long, and it is what it is, I guess. Plus, I can get cooled off a little bit for a second. There it goes, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out for that. I got 9%. Here it comes, y'all. Here it comes. Pretty dramatic. Let me go around the other way. There's all the concrete. Well, that's evidently, what is that? It's an old propane tank, I guess? Yeah. That's weird. I don't know what that is. There she is, y'all. She stands no more. Breaks my heart a little bit. They kind of got my tree, so I don't think the tree's gonna make it. Well, you never know. Trees are resilient. You never know. It probably broke it, though. It had lots of peaches on it. They weren't quite ripe, though. This is gonna be so weird with this lot empty. This is funny. It looks like an old propane tank. that is either. Weird. They've done good leaving that gate there. There's the bathroom. And it looks like they found a septic tank right there to me. Probably from before there was city sewer and water. I don't know where that cast iron pipe is. It's supposed to be in the wall right there. Oh gosh. There's some dishes lids right there. I missed those too somehow. They must have been on top of a cabinet. Because they weren't in a cabinet. Because I looked in all the cabinets. That's funny. So I wonder if this is going to be a problem. Oh, and it's full of stuff. How's that even happen? When it hasn't been used for however many years. There's the whirly bird. It's okay. I'm just curious. Is that a propane tank or something, or do you have any idea? I don't know what it is. And I was trying to figure out what that was right there too. Is that what that is?
I think so. This one old grill.
A grill? I don't know what it is. I don't know where y'all found it either.
Yeah. See?
Huh. And then I don't know what that thing is either. That's kind of weird. This right here. I don't know. I was just curious because, you know, you never know what you're going to find. Is it an old... Is it... no, you're fine. Is it solid on the other side?
No, it's...
Huh. That's almost like a radiator or something.
Yeah. You want it?
I don't know what it is. I was just curious what it was.
Okay. Let me know if you need...
I just am always curious about old stuff. I find there's stuff in my ditch at my house, down in the ditch, and every once in a while I'll go down there and see what's in there. Because you never know. Oh. That is funny. I wonder, that looks kind of like a radiator. No, it's not a radiator. I don't know what that is. Huh. Looks like it has a mark right there, but I don't know. Weird. Anyone know? What? It's not a radiator. Don't know what that is. It's full of dirt. Huh. There you go, guys. I don't know what those were. Interesting things. Interesting stuff you find. My battery's about to die, y'all, so... Well, darn it, we didn't find a stash of money in the walls anywhere. That would have been nice. You never know when it's an old house, you know? Yeah. I didn't get that lucky. I didn't think I would, so.
So what is this house?
What?
What year is it?
It's from the 50s. I don't know exact year. I can't remember, but it's 50s, yeah. These were all built right here during the 50s. Within just a couple years of each other, I think.
That's nice property, yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could build something back, but there's no way.
Did you build a new house?
I can't afford it.
Oh, no.
I don't have any money. I'm so broke. I haven't worked for a year and a half, so I didn't have the money to fix this, so yeah.
So now this is very expensive, all the materials.
I know, it's very expensive.
Everything is very expensive.
I know. And the foundation went bad, and then the roof in the attic was rotten, and I'm just like, that's too much. It's too much money to fix all of it. It would take me forever on rent to get that money back, you know? So, just the way it works, I guess. I saw we found a septic tank back there.
Oh, you see the...
I think that's a septic tank.
So you need to cover now. Cannot
I
put
don't
the
know.
door inside,